The yeah. No.
All right. Hey guys, hi, how's it going? You know what it is. Welcome to Roll the Roleplay, the D&D show that forces my players just to roll with it. I am Dan, the DM. Hi. Hello, hello. Episode 35. We're here. We're getting started. My players are excited. I can tell Kimarie is shaking her head because she doesn't flying snake.
Excited!
It's good. It'll be fun. Thank you again for watching and joining. We love you guys very much. Let's just say hi to everyone. What's up, Cal?
Hello.
Hi.
I am rocking the 90s hair with these frosted tips and
I'm loving it.
just excited to be here.
Are you excited
Yep.
NSYNC is back together?
No.
Okay, cool. So
I
yeah,
don't
as we're
actually
saying.
listen to them very much. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know. Well, it's a long story.
Okay.
Anyways, I play Oz, who is a doppelganger, cleric to the Raven Queen. And it's level 4. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
And is sometimes a boy.
However you want to identify is entirely up to you and us. No worries.
Yeah. Still hoping to get to the blood pool,
Mhm.
which still is a little weird to say.
You're welcome.
Current appearance is human woman
Mhm.
with shoulder length brown hair, I believe, ish.
Yeah. Mhm.
Long brown hair, I guess.
You're curly.
Dressed in black robes because I didn't want to be in tatters. And yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I think you may visit that today. I wonder, and then definitely some things will get revealed. So we'll see. Thank you so much, Dennis. What is up?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Are you a fan of AC/DC?
I am,
Oh, I had no idea about that.
amongst other bands.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have a favorite song? There's a lot.
Probably For Those About to Rock.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, so tell us about Craig. You really, like last session, really like planned out a good like battle strategy and took out one of Xanathar's enforcers in 2 hits. 2 hits! Which is crazy, I love it. But yeah, what did you think about that? I mean, Awakened.
I think it's hard to say. I feel like I'm starting to come into my character a little bit more, think a little bit more like him, how he's supposed to be.
I think you're enjoying it, like as time goes on, enjoying it a bit more because you can do more things and things are coming. I think more clues are coming in, things are coming clearly. I think that definitely helps with role playing too, and you just destroy them. I love it.
Yep. I'm enjoying playing him, like role playing as well. I'm getting out of my comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah.
And I've never really played a character like this, so
I'm really happy to hear that. I mean, I guess again, I sound like a broken record, but for anyone that is new here, I created the characters for our players, so when they started this game, they had little to no idea who they were, just basically their names and their favorite drink. I think that's all I gave you for the most part, and then we just kept going from there. But yeah, I mean, it's hard when you're starting off. You don't know how to role play or what to change, but you've really taken like kind of like the subtle feedback I've had as NPCs, bring it out, give you more clues, and you've just rolled with it, and you've done a really great job. And we're only at level 4, guys. Like, there's a lot more game to be played, so it's gonna be really fun. So thank you, Dennis.
thank you.
Appreciate you. Yeah, Kimarie, hi.
Hi!
How are you? Good to see you.
Great. So excited
Wonderful.
to stream as always.
Yeah.
But hi, I'm Meekill. And I'm a boy.
Don't sound too excited.
Oh man, it's just so hard to get used to. And it's
I
like
know.
it's just the total opposite of who I am as a person. So I was just like, it's hard to say. I'm a Kenku artificer. And I'm excited to go to the City of the Dead. Mikhail has always wanted to go to the City of the Dead, but just really hasn't. Wait, did we go to the City of the Dead?
You did once when you had to meet Istrid.
Oh, we had to meet Istrid. That's right.
But
okay.
it was like during the daytime.
Yeah, it wasn't
brief.
as fun as Mikhail thought. Like their first time was gonna be. His first time was gonna be.
Yeah, sometimes the first time isn't always the best. And you just have to live with it.
Better.
Oh yeah. Not from my experience, but go ahead.
So yeah, I hope we make it there tonight, and hopefully Mikhail will also get Mikhail gun. So it'll be great.
Mikhail, me pew pew, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm excited.
Yeah, me too. I think the Mikhail was the hardest change, and again, I think we talked a little bit off screen. I held that in for a long time, and I knew I was planning on revealing that later because I know it's quite an adjustment. But when you rolled literally 100 out of 100-sided die, which I haven't seen in all the times I played D&D or watched D&D shows, I've never seen that. I'm like, we have to do something. So it's your fault. No, okay.
Oh, okay, sure. I'll take full blame.
No,
that's fine.
No, it's okay.
I'm
I was
awesome.
very excited.
Okay.
You are. But thank you again, Kimarie. Appreciate you appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Justin, what's up?
Why
you
would you
doing?
say it like that?
I don't know.
Damn.
My thought was my brain. I can't talk. See, my brain's thinking. Boom, boom. It's gone. I have to fix my mouth. But anyways,
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, of course. Well, Tyler commented about your great shirts again. Can you give us a little bit of a show? I want to see what you're wearing. Ooh.
I have phrasing today. Hope this doesn't
Oh, that's
copyright us.
great.
It is pink.
It was funny. I thought it was Elton John at first.
Bitch. That's
I
fucking
did too.
Yeah, right? I think it's just like the glasses, right?
Yeah, it's because of the glasses.
You know, you're lucky that I also like Elton John because that's
Yeah.
fucking rude to Pink.
Right?
I think Pink
You're saying she looks like a
compliment.
68-year-old gay man?
I did not say that. Elton John is a successful artist, just like Pink. So that's
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with looks.
Is he really 68?
I don't fucking know.
Okay.
Alright, Google.
You just thought Justin had this random ass knowledge about
I
his
loved
age.
it. I was like, hold up.
Assumed. It was
I didn't even
great.
say it with
He's
confidence.
a big fan.
Oh, he's 76.
So older.
He looks good. Yeah.
He's a little
Good
bit,
for him.
yeah.
Does he?
So,
All the drugs.
Yeah. So Justin, tell us about Cymena.
Also, I don't know if that's sarcasm or not, but yes, Elton John is very gay. And also best friends with Eminem, of all things. That's something
Yeah.
I do know.
I did hear
I did
about
know
that.
that. Yeah.
It's
I love
going. Cymena is a female drow druid, mushroom druid, or shroom druid, if you will. Not the eating kind, but you know, it'd be nice, you know, if I could go down that route, but not today. The more of death and revival kind. So
You eat them.
I haven't yet. I don't have to eat anything because I'm probably dead. Maybe.
In game
I
or
don't know.
out of game?
Well,
Yeah.
both internally and externally in game, and just inside out of game.
Got you. Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You turned into a crocodile last week, which was pretty epic. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then I got punched out of it real quick.
You did. Yeah, you were battling a sea creature, and it was in their domain, and they just had to do a 1-2 punch, and then, you're back to your drow self. But you got out of there.
Yeah, it's temporary hit points, so that's
Yeah.
enough for me. But yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a lot of fun.
I enjoyed that. I thought it was I must admit, I was very graphic last week, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you were.
I don't regret it.
It was good.
'Cause it
I
was
do.
just- I know. But that's not going to change. Sorry. Thank you, Justin. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem.
I wanted to give a big shout out. We got a new follower on Twitch. So
Yahoo!
exciting. So if you're watching right now, maybe not, but if you're watching now, Zen Flavor. Thank you so much for following. We really appreciate it. Please tell your friends about us. We are a small group of people doing this all by ourselves. Of course, with the help of Tyler, with the commentary. But yeah, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And Kimarie, we got some more people on Instagram, right? More followers?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey! You just said Zen Flavor, right?
Oh, did they go on Instagram too?
They're also our follower on Instagram.
Oh man,
So
double
that's
dipping.
awesome.
I love that.
Yahoo! Because they liked our story from last week, so
That's so great.
I post a story every time we do it.
What the fuck was that?
Really good impersonation.
Came out of your mouth.
We had a lot of phrasing issues this week, and we haven't even started playing yet.
Was it me? I'm confused.
Good thing
I
we started
saw-
5 minutes early.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Seder Brew Kato. Thank you for following. Crit Eating Grin. That's hilarious. I love that. And that's it for this week. That's all good. Thanks, everybody.
Awesome. Great. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for sharing your stories and saying hello to everyone. And I think it's just time to roll into today's episode of Roll or
Roleplay!
Warp Warp. Okay. All right. You sure? All right. In our last episode, our players recovered a map after defeating a Nimblewright in an alley across their home and found a map. Actually, no, excuse me, sorry, I just did this yesterday, this recap. There's a map in a Nimblewright. They found it. And the map shows the city of Waterdeep with a big X on the neighborhood of Mistshore in the Dark Ward. A name, Grinda Garloth, was written next to the location as well. It was also determined that the handwriting looked very familiar to Lady Grelhund. Our players decided to follow the map and went to Mistshore. When our players arrived, they met 8 thugs that were on a crashed pirate ship called the Kraken's Folly. There were also a few members of Xanathar's gang, along with Nazca Urgray, one of Xanathar's enforcers, trying to break into Grinda Garloth's home near the end of the ship. With some successful perception and insight checks, our players found out that the pirate ship thugs were paid by Xanathar's gang to ward off or kill any unwanted guests in the area. Our players bargained with the gang and paid them more to leave the area and clean up any potential messes that may be caused by combat. As the gang left, our players came up with a successful plan and surprised Nazca and his thugs. Combat ensued, and Nazca recruited some sort of merfolk monstrosity to join the fray. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough as our players wiped the floor with everyone. Afterwards, they were invited by Grinda to come inside her home, and she provided more context of why Xanathar's men were trying to attack her. Grinda used to work with the Xanathar Guild and was delivered the Stone of Galore, which is a stone that detects a vault of treasure hidden within the city. Grinda explained that there was a Nimblewright that delivered the stone to her for safekeeping until Xanathar's men retrieved it. However, Grinda had a change of heart and decided to give the stone to her rat familiar instead and hide it in her family crypt in a mausoleum in the City of the Dead. Grinda marked the map our party found, gave Mikil the key, and our players left her home, continuing their investigation. And that is where we left off. So let's get back to... Yeah, go ahead.
That's the name of the rat. It's Petunia.
Petunia. Yes, thank you for correcting me. I didn't care.
I didn't correct you. I'm just adding information.
I know.
To your information.
And you are a rat expert, so...
I am the rat.
You are.
You're right.
You're right. Okay, let's go to Mistshore. Where you guys left off. Here we go. So again, you are outside of Grinda's home. Still very smelly. Smells like fish. There's still corpses around you. Blood everywhere. You see the dead. Merfolk monstrosity still kind of like his insides are kind of bubbling up, like bloating a little bit too. Yeah, on top of the ocean. It's a very gross scene. Just being with a mixture of seafood and guts everywhere. Not very pleasant. Not a good smell. But now you have information about where the stone could possibly be. Craig, and I know I mentioned this to you before off stream, since you did Frenzy Rage when you fought the Nimblewright and Frenzy Raged with this fight, you have 2 levels of exhaustion on you right now. So that means I think your movement is halved, and you have... Oh, what is that?
My little mushroom dice.
It's
Oh,
mushroom.
look at that!
Hey! You're mushroom!
I'm getting one.
I predicted it. I bought them when I was level 2. Also,
Stop it.
roleplay.
Finally got
Okay,
there.
that was the best one. That was my favorite.
Rude.
So you're so I love you so much.
Just sneak it in.
You have to do that. So Dennis, so your exhaustion. So right now your speed is halved, and you have disadvantage on ability checks. When you finish a long rest, the highest level of exhaustion is gone. So like the next time you rest, you'll still have level 1 exhaustion, which is the disadvantage on ability checks, but your speed is normal. So letting you know about that. So it's up to you what you guys want to do.
What time of day is it?
Probably like late afternoon. It's still light outside, but because I think you got up and then you went to Mist Shore for the first part of your day. So I was actually say like early afternoon. It's still light outside.
Oh, we have an option of going to the crypt to potentially find the Stone of Galore, which is in the City of the Dead. I think it's still daylight at this point. Or we can go home and long rest and check it out tomorrow.
Well,
I guess just the question is if we think we're gonna encounter anybody, because Krieg is our brawn and we need him.
but he needs to rest.
Yeah. But also, like, I'm sure Xanathar will send more thugs to go after what's-her-face. So, I kind of feel like time's of the essence at the same time, because she'll probably give that information away to other people, maybe, if forced, coerced.
True. You know, that is a good point. I wonder if there is anyone else coming. And Simon is just kind of like looking around everywhere to see if there are more Xanathar Guild members or anything. Like, especially those little, like, I forgot what they were called, that little thing we killed outside, the grate.
Gazer.
Yeah, if there's anything like that, because it's like he has monsters and stuff too. It's not just going to be
Mhm.
people. So I'm just looking out for everything now, because that is a very good point, Kimarie. Or Miki.
You kill.
Roll.
I don't know that.
You don't know that yet.
That's right. Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, my bad. Never mind. Just kidding.
Just say your name and just reveal it and make it. No, I'm kidding.
It'll be totally a whoops too.
Zymina, if you want to roll a perception check to look around the area, you can definitely do so. It's up to you.
I definitely want to, just because I'm like,
Go
yeah,
for it.
that was a good point.
I also want to go to the Raven Queen's
18.
shrine at some point. So, I mean, that's kind of on the way. I don't know if we wanted to consider maybe a more stealthy approach at first to try and get the stone from the mausoleum.
Zymina,
Yes.
with that perception, you do see a gazer,
Oh, really?
but they are very far away. Like, you saw just a glimpse of a floating green eye dude, gazer, but they haven't made their way to you yet. Looks like they're kind of
Like on
scouting
its
in
way?
there.
Oh,
Not
like
yet.
taking
no.
this time over just the mist area, right? Or the mist.
Yeah, so basically they are I would say probably about 100 feet away. Because that was a very high roll, and with your perception bonus, you were able to see that, but only for a brief moment as the mist and the houses kind of obscured it from future view.
Just out loud, she'll just say, "Well, shit. Why did you have to be right, Miki? I just
I'm
saw
always right.
what I'm pretty sure. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm pretty sure I saw what we killed by the sewer grate the first time. One of those gazers. So she's trying to like
Yeah.
fake remember to not like whatever, but it was over in that direction, but it disappeared into the mist. So it's either now or never. We either leave and try to avoid being found, or maybe it's just scouting for other things. I don't know. But if it sees us, maybe it's gonna send more reinforcements. So
Right.
we gotta go.
I guess Craig, what do you think, Master Planner?
I mean, whatever we do, we gotta make it quick. I'm feeling a little worn out right now.
Your legs are sore, Craig. You feel like you've carried a really heavy boulder up a flight of stairs and you're just trying to find some time to rest. It's hard for you to focus. Even just like climbing things, like your muscles are very sore and tense. You're not your normal self.
The only thing that's in my brain right now is my bed.
Well, like Oz said, we can try to be stealthy since you at least still have your, strength, but yeah, you moving a lot slower is gonna impede us a little bit, so I can always cast my stealth spell and we can head back to the tavern and check out the mausoleum later, or perhaps if you need to go rest, maybe we can ask for backup from our respective factions. I mean, Oz's faction is literally in the same area.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have those Rocky Talkies, and like maybe you could stay at home and we could go, and then if we get in trouble, we could call you.
And then he takes twice as long to get there?
We could have Glarb on site. I don't
Bottom
know, I'm
line,
just thinking out loud, Zainina.
Let's just go back to the tavern for now, so that Craig can rest and we
Oh,
can
that's
still plan there before this gazer gets here.
All right.
I
So
think that's a good plan. And as we start to move, I'll just cast Pass Without a Trace to help us hopefully avoid the gazer if it does, but at that point I'm going to be on constant lookout for it. I mean, I'm sure everyone will be since I pointed it out, but
yeah,
I definitely want to watch out for it now.
Sure, no worries. So you do cast a spell, a Pass Without Trace. That same very long crimson cloak that just comes out and just kind of wraps around the group. It definitely gives you a bonus to your stealth checks. As you plan on leaving, if all of you could roll a stealth check for me, please. Craig at disadvantage, and then it's a +10, right, Justin?
It is a +10, yes, sir.
Yeah.
I put it in the Twitch chat too, so.
Cool.
I rolled 14.
That's your lowest?
Yeah.
14 total?
Yeah, for my lowest.
So you did
Okay.
I rolled 2 die. One was 16, one was 14.
+10 is 24.
Very nice.
And I say thank God for this spell because I
plus
rolled
10.
a 3. So 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 10 is 16. So
Okay.
I rolled a nat 19, so I'm good. I
Damn.
assume I'm good.
38.
Nine?
So did I,
Nope, good job.
Kimarie.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Keep up these rolls, pal, and we might actually make it tonight.
Right?
Yeah, Oz got 29, Mickey got a 31.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Very good.
All right. So, all of you, pretty much in the same proximity, just kind of you're still being very careful. As you move closer, you're going to the west to get more inland. The gazer, with this one big eye and his green stalks, is just kind of hovering around. Kind of like a floating camera, basically. It's just looking and peering everywhere. And you guys manage to sneak behind it, go past alleyways, houses, and you can kind of detect the gazer's turning back and then looking back forward as you guys have eluded him. So you pretty
Yay.
much were in the clear with that. Are you looking for a ride to get back to Tosco? Yeah?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, I would take a little while to walk back, I think.
Okay.
Oh, we could.
Greg has
We have
got
an hour
level
to get
2
there.
exhaustion.
Right,
We're-
I mean, I'm
we're-
saying we're not
we're
going to be
getting-
very stealthy. But that's okay. As long as we avoid the gazer and any future things. Let's just get not a woober because of, you know, the issues we have with that, but yeah, let's just get back as soon as possible.
Okay.
Preferably not Glarb, just because he's loud.
Yeah, no, I
What?
was thinking, what about what would be the chances of like, what was his name, Vincent or something, being in the area?
Oh, you're the very nice driver.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It's very in the dock ward, you really don't find these very often. The wagons are very minimal. There are plenty of Woober. But however, there are some minimal wagons that have some wear and tear. And the horses that are not the beefiest.
Joseph.
Well,
His name was Joseph.
you also see one of those buses too. But it looks pretty run down too.
I think we'll be okay to take a rundown carriage this time. They're pretty much everywhere anyway. So
Yeah.
they kind of blend in, especially around here.
Okay, sounds good. So you guys hop into the carriage. You do see what appears to be a dragonborn. Very gray in color. Almost has some sort of... You don't know if they're like half human, half dragonborn, but there's like a receding hairline of like white gray hair that's kind of going around as well. And has no teeth. As well. He's like, alright, come in. Alright. Where do you need to go?
Troll Skull Manor, please.
Alright. And very slow drive. Takes you there. He's a very cautious driver. At the end, it does cost you... he's giving you a bit of a discount. He's actually kind of nice. Dragon and 5 shard. To get you there.
Okay. I'll pay it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good day, bye. And
Bye,
he leaves.
Barney.
Ooh.
Oh, hi. So you arrive back in Trollskull Manor. Zymina,
Oh no.
with your passive perception, you notice a gazer at your manor.
Like on the outside or floating above it?
In the back?
Floating in the back. Mm-hmm.
In the back?
It's a gazer. It's not going to open the door.
But we have the
Exactly.
scene. Oh, is that the
Exactly. Echo.
Yeah. So, I don't have it on the map here, but basically it's just patrolling the area around your manor.
Is that
Just looking
the
around.
Well,
thing that people have to do? They actually have to open the door to let the
Mhm.
trap go off? Ah, darn.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
our rule.
I thought it was like a
interacting
motion
with the-
sensor.
No, I think it was like just interacting with the door in any way.
Darn.
all right. Yeah. Can I cast Chill Touch on that gazer?
Yeah. Roll with it.
It doesn't know where. Oh, okay. And I'm just waiting there, and I try to get inside the building as fast as I can so it doesn't notice me.
For sure.
Granted, you're still under the
Oh, God.
stealthy step.
It's a 4.
You better roll that stealth check.
Plus what? 5, 9. Yeah.
So you rolled a 4 and your bonus, I see here. Okay. That does miss. The gazer notices you, but is not attacking you, it's looking at you. And
I
let me
still don't want it to be here.
let me show this to you guys again so you know what it looks like.
Mm.
And I do have the map of Trollskull Manor up, so feel perfect. You guys are on it. I love it. Yep, so that is what the gazer looks like. As you just see, with that very familiar, wrinkly, disgusting look, just the big eye in the middle with the 4 stalks on top, just hisses at you and looks at you and is fixated upon you, Oz.
I was just gonna take a deep breath and just try to like relax their body and just kind of like send a little prayer to the Raven Queen, like, please please help me with this. I'm at the end of my rope with these things, and it's gonna try to cast Chill Touch again.
Sure. Roll again. Roll the hit again.
That's a 2.
2.
Oh no.
When you're casting the second spell, you hear the very familiar Raven Queen voice, which catches you off guard and has you miss again. You hear her say, capture, betrayal, danger, understanding, solace.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in that case, I was gonna leave it for now and go in and talk with the others.
Okay. The gazer doesn't go inside. It's not attacking you guys. It's basically just in the area watching you guys, and excuse me, on occasion you would see its ugly face like peer through the window and like fog up the window from the outside.
Ew.
Definitely closing the curtains.
Just closes.
Did we ask for curtains?
I would say if you did, then you would have it.
Definitely would have.
Yeah.
And I was just gonna share those words with the group, or with Simon and Miki if Craig has gone to bed already. I don't know what Craig is doing yet.
I'm still there.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
So,
honestly.
Go ahead.
Oh, is that what you were sharing with us, or just about the gazer?
All of it.
You can go ahead then, Miki, and I'll follow
So the Raven Queen wants us to capture a gazer. Can they talk? Can I roll to see if I know anything or we know anything about the creature?
What, gazers?
Gazers, yeah.
Yeah. Roll a nature check.
I swear you said geezer, and I was like,
It's a geezer. Yeah. It's a geezer.
Not a gazer. Not a
It's a
gazer.
gazer. Oh. He's gazing all upon me. Oh.
Swap it.
I rolled a 16. I don't know what my. Do I know what my nature is?
I'll give it to you.
+4.
I was gonna say we know it's at least a +4.
Yeah.
Because
So-
I didn't know if nature was intelligence. So that's a 20.
Sure. So a few things. You, especially with battle, you know that they have 4 different rays. When it comes to the battles, so they have a dazing ray, in which they can charm someone; a fear ray, which they can make someone frightened; a frost ray, which is cold damage; and then a telekinetic ray, which is they can move some stuff around. You also know they can mimic languages as well, and voices,
Like me!
like you, as well. They are more known. They are an aberration. They're not really. It's kind of more something that's summoned and pops up, and they're mostly used for surveillance purposes or seeing something around. So you kind of wonder why, like, because you were attacking one at first. There was one above the sewer gate, which led to Xanathar's little hideout. And then there was the gazer battle with the cat that other time. It was fun. So, and then they were on Mistshore when the thugs were there. So, kind of gives you a rough understanding and idea what the purpose of these aberrations are.
But can they talk?
They can mimic.
They can mimic. But from what you
cool.
know, they can't construct cohesive sentences.
But they
on
can
their
mimic
own.
orders.
They can mimic
Okay.
simple sounds of speech that they hear in any language. Mm-hmm.
So, how does one capture a
Do-
geezer?
You do
Do
know
we
that
s-
they can fly too. They can.
Okay.
Do okay, I'm not muted. do we do we still have those weird, crazy shackles from JB?
And Zamina pulls it out of her pack, like the big ball, the bands of Bolero. Oh, you mean this? That? How in the world would it capture that? Last time I saw it was more of maybe it will.
The rays, the stalks.
I've no
My
idea.
question
I
is
just
more-
figured they were magical. Maybe that would just adjust to the whatever creature we're trying to capture.
So
Maybe.
what I will say, just letting you guys know, it is a tiny aberration. That's what a gazer is. The magic of the Iron Bands of Bolaro is to use against a huge or smaller creature. So not tiny.
Isn't that smaller than huge though?
Right.
Wait, so
Like
wait,
small
wait.
creature.
So wait, I'm thinking of something way bigger. So can you describe the size, like in what comparison, what it looks like?
Volleyball sized.
Sure. Look. So it's
Tiny?
it's a small thing. Yeah. It's not
I'm
too
just
big.
saying I don't think volleyball is tiny, but I guess in comparison to me it is. But
It's a very how can I put this? Size of like a softball.
Oh, that's
Dang.
very
that's
tiny.
that's so cute. We could just
So
Crick could just reach out and grab it.
yeah, but he's also pretty exhausted.
Oh yeah.
So not that he isn't strong enough, but it just takes a little too much effort. But I'm also we've already seen 3 of them now. Capturing one may not make a difference since it probably already communicated that we're all here now. So
Maybe.
I don't know that it would matter, but if you guys want to try, at the very least you can just try to kill it instead.
2.5 feet by 2.5 feet is tiny.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's a little bit bigger than softball. But it's like half. It can take half the square.
It's two subway footlongs.
5
Okay.
At max.
foot long.
So
Okay.
yeah, go ahead.
You know what? Instead of just discussing this, why not? You know, as my spell is beginning to fade anyway. I would have. Has it been a full hour? Or is it coming up to a full hour after traveling?
I would say it's coming up to a full hour. So you probably have like 5 minutes left or so.
I definitely just want to take this advantage. I'm just making I'm stealthily going to the door, and like as I open the front door, I want to just cast a spell at the gazer, hopefully without it noticing me first, but like hopefully the party picks up what I'm putting down, because I'm kind of doing this on my own, just like,
Yeah.
let's just not discuss it, either kill it, capture it, or let it go. So that's what I'm attempting to do.
Sure. Excuse me. Sure. Roll a stealth check with your +10.
18.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, there's no.
I mean, the last time I rolled a 3, so
Yeah. So you do manage to kind of like peek and see the gazer going away from the front door, and its back is to you, and you're able to sneak behind it.
and I want to cast Ice Knife at 2nd level. Because I
Sure.
just opened this thing. I want to.
Damn.
I want to kill it.
Love it.
What
Ice
is
Knife is so good. All right. So as you, I'm looking at
Cold
this.
damage increases. Okay, yeah. So it's a ranged spell attack. So I first have to roll that. So if it's a surprise attack, it's rolled with advantage. Is that how that works?
Yeah. I think roll with advantage.
Well, I'm asking you. I don't know if like you're counting.
I think
as a
it
surprise
does.
attack.
Let me see. Range spell and hits. It doesn't say anything about surprise for me though. Just roll the hit. Just roll the hit for that.
my advantage. Okay. I think my spellcasting modifier is a 6, but I rolled an 11, so 17 question mark.
That definitely hits. Roll your damage.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
1d10 for the initial damage. So
Nice.
that is 5 magical piercing. Now the target must make a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 cold. Or half on a successful save, but if it's surprised, I don't know how that happens. Surprised creatures cannot move or take actions. Surprised creature cannot use reactions.
So it failed its dex save.
Alright, I'm gonna roll that on D&D Beyond, so it's just faster.
Alright.
3d6.
Mm-hmm.
Not the 1. 7 magical cold damage, so
That's on top of.
yeah, so not very high, but like that's like the first time I've casted it, so.
So the 7 plus, what was the initial damage?
5, so 13. No, 12.
Oh, okay.
Math is hard.
So you do hit the gazer. It kind of like shot something from the sky as it like falls down, but then it like stops and hovers, and it's just slowly trying to get back up, and turns around and sees you. Actually, hold on, perception check. Actually, no, it doesn't see you because you still have your magic up. But it's looking around the area. It looks like it's almost dead, but it is not making any effort to attack any of you.
Leave either, it's just gonna stay there.
It's staying there. Mm-hmm.
She kind of nods and just go ahead.
It seems like any type of hit would kill it. It's almost dead. It almost looks like it's frozen over.
I will attempt to use my own version of chill touch. What do you want?
Wait,
are you coming
wait.
up to the door?
Yes. Because once you cast a spell, I want to see what you're doing. And the Raven Queen said to capture it, I think. So I want to cast Detect Thoughts on the gazer. Yes.
Okay.
While you still have my stealth, maybe you can sneak up on it and do that.
I mean, it's not trying to attack or anything, so.
Sure. So it has to make a wisdom save, I think, right?
Detect.
I'm taking a look right here.
Oops, not 4E. Get out of here, game.
4E.
Mm-mm.
Let's get sickening.
Concentration up to 1 minute. It's a range of self. What does that mean?
Here you go. Detect thoughts.
Oh, you can focus on a creature within 30 feet, so they don't even need to be in melee range. You just gotta cast it on yourself.
Right.
If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower and doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected, but it is a wisdom save.
So you cast a spell, right?
Yeah.
Looks like there's no effect on it.
Dang it.
Oh.
You
Alright.
reach in to try to pierce through its mind. It doesn't seem like it's resisting. It's not that smart. But then you get a vision of Xanathar himself.
Oh.
Big eye, huge jaw. Says, "Hello." I don't know if that picked up.
It did.
It did.
Good.
It did.
Okay. And then you like wince back. Normally, it does have it has a 3 intelligence, so it has no effect. But you get the idea that he is watching you guys using the gazers.
Alright, kill it.
Oh, what happened to capture? And as I say that, I'm just not looking at it. I just try to cast kill touch as I turn back to focus on it.
Okay.
I just wanted to check. And I think perhaps it was meaning that this is here so that Xanathar can capture us.
Do you guys try to hit the gazer?
What is
I don't
it?
know what's going on. I'm literally rolling on a towel, so it doesn't roll off my bed. I don't know how I've rolled 3 of these, so I don't know. I feel bad, so I'm gonna just go back to virtual dice.
What was it?
An 18 to hit.
Okay. Yep. So you hit it, and using chill touch, right? So.
And I rolled max damage. 8.
Okay. Sure.
That was on D&D Beyond, because I felt bad.
So as you stare and look into the gazer, you feel more of a pulse coming from your necklace. Like an urge. Like a certain force just emanating, almost like a heartbeat, kind of, as just pulses. And the chill touch, normally, which just gently comes out, is shot like a pressurized cannon, just comes out and reaches out and goes right through the gazer, having a little explosion, pops, and then deflates as it hits the ground.
Or I like the spell like hits like as it's traveling. I definitely just want to like say something pretty quickly and just
Yeah.
What did I want to say? Don't you know peeping is too overindulgent? And she kind of makes a disgusted sound as she sends the spell forward.
All right. Yeah. And
Then she
again,
turns around and goes back in. She's just gonna leave it sit there. It's not her problem. Fuck Xanathar.
Yep. So that gazer there. I would say you probably look around. You don't see any other gazers in there. It's just the one. So.
Well, I think
Well.
tomorrow morning we should try and sneak out of here. Unfortunately, we only have access to the front door. So sad. But we can try to go to the mausoleum. We all need rest at this point, I think.
And when you finish a long rest, it would be nighttime anyway, so it'll work out for you
True
guys.
that. Nice, that's true. If everyone's okay, unless you wanted to do something else, you know.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
All right.
Okay, I'm up for a long rest.
Anyone wanted to do anything before the end of the night, or before you rest?
Do we think we should take watches?
I can take the first 2 technically, and then use the last one to do my full rest because I only need 4 hours of meditation.
Just thinking if the gazer's been around, and we just have a tendency of people, breaking down our doors, and we're just not safe. So.
Right. Oz just wanted to take a watch.
Sounds good.
Greg.
He's got 2 levels of exhaustion.
Yes. Is it taking a watch isn't sleeping through the night, Dan?
No, you sleep. You get your 8 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you so want.
You don't,
Okay, I'll
you don't
take-
have
I'll
to
take it.
either
We'll
because
just
you're
take your
exhausted.
Mhm.
So yeah, like I can take the first 2, so
Yeah,
you
and
guys
then
can
Oz
just
will
take
take one,
third
and then I'll
shift
take one.
together.
Oh, is there?
Yeah,
I thought it was
whatever.
4. I'm sorry.
Oh, I think it's 3, right?
It's 3. It's usually
Okay.
Why did I think it was 4?
I don't know.
Never mind.
better
Oz
remember.
can do it. I'm gonna sleep.
All right. And so
you need
as
sleep because you're squishy.
Yeah, so squished.
yeah. So you guys watch through the night, looking around, making sure there's no one there. Nothing happens. It's a pretty effortless night. No Xanathar things you don't see. You don't see anything like that. You do all get your long rest that you need. So anyone who needs to prepare spells, please prepare your spells. Craig, you're just down to 1 level exhaustion now, so you just have disadvantage on ability checks, but you have your full movement. And then
Oh, you only lose 1 per long rest? Damn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I know Frenzy's good, but definitely takes a toll sometimes. But yeah, so it is in the middle of the night, and it's pretty cold. Yes, Kimarie.
Dan, for I don't know if we talked about this. Are we treating my special color thing? Are we treating that as a bonus action?
You mean when it's? Oh, you mean like using it? I'm
Yeah,
looking.
or giving it
Yeah.
to somebody?
Yeah, because I consider that like a potion.
Right.
Bonus action to use it on yourself. Action if you're applying it to someone else.
Can get it from someone else. Okay.
Not like
That's
with a
good.
healing potion. That's what I.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Okay. So you all are rested. Craig, you're still feeling kind of exhausted, but not as bad as before. You can at least move around. You're just a little tired still. What do you guys want to do? Did you guys want to go to the City of the Dead? Is that your plan?
I say so. I say the quicker we get there, the better.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
As you see Mikhail descending down the stairs. Thanks for winking at. Stop it, Dan.
I love him.
Stop. You see that his vial that's on his side pouch thing has changed from a red to a black, and you've never seen black before, so it's cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, you guys haven't even drank any of Miki's potions.
No! I'm
all.
I'm dumb. They don't know what it is even.
Well, you can just tell them if you want to.
No, I want them to ask me, Dan. They see it change every day.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody says anything. I'll probably bring it up later. I'll probably use it today, so.
Miki, what is that noxious looking potion on your belt?
You're so sweet. Oh,
Oh my god.
these are my awesome experimental elixirs. And every day it changes, and it's a surprise. Whatever I'm mixing up, I never know what I'm gonna get.
And
You know what? I'm gonna
is
try
that?
one.
You can't try this one right now.
Well, give it to me and I'll try it later.
I think Oz needs to drink this one later, to be very fair. Sorry, Craig, I'll give you the next one, I promise. So Miki will hand Oz this black, swirling potion in a bottle. And, when you... Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm laughing so hard at this.
When you hold on to it, it's pretty warm.
I just made it. It's fresh batch. So when you drink it, you roll a d4 and add the number rolled to every attack roll and saving throw they make for the next minute.
Oh my goodness!
How's been rolling really bad, Dennis?
I have disadvantage.
But not on
Ability
attack.
checks.
On attack rolls.
There's always reckless. But that's for Billy.
So
There's always reckless.
so that's the black one, and it's for some reason it's called boldness. I guess
Nice.
because you're bold and rolling. I don't know, but there you go.
Adding a
Thanks for asking,
D4.
Oz.
Of course.
D4 to
Okay.
every attack roll and saving throw they make for the next minute.
Alright.
All right. So as the night continues, you guys hear some owls, some just light footsteps along the pavements. It is pretty creepy though at night, even though you're in a more safe ward. Nighttime in Waterdeep is always very, very interesting. Luckily, it's very calming for us because they've done this all the time. But the rest of you are like, going to a cemetery, City of the Dead at night?
Right. So at this point, is Oz like kind of just is familiar enough with the patrols and stuff that they can navigate without needing Rowan's dimension door or anything to be able to get to the shrine and stuff?
You don't know. You would have to go near the area and find out. More likely, right now, you would think probably it's okay, knowing that you've been there multiple times, but you don't know what could have happened last time you were there.
You're robotic, Dan.
Oh, really?
Well, he's
That's
fine on
me.
my end. Yeah.
Oh,
You're gonna
it's
mind?
me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
Oh. So keep in mind you did have some murders happen last time in the
Internet
middle
might
of
be
the
going
night.
out.
They didn't find the bodies though, did they?
Did you do anything with bodies?
I would have thought that we would have taken care of them.
Maybe. Well, you never know. You
Oh,
never know if
man.
it's, like, helped or anything, but something to think about.
Okay.
But right now, you would think probably maybe Rowan could help, but you would have to, like, obviously for a better view, you would have to go there and look for yourself.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right. So are you guys finding travel to get there?
Yes.
Okay, great.
We can find something this late.
You do.
Sorry,
Again,
what time is it again?
I would say it's about like 11 midnight. It's late at night. You did for at least 8-hour rest.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I was so confused.
It's okay.
When I'm thinking long rest, I'm thinking it like has to be overnight and all that. So like
No.
my brain is not
Yeah, it's okay.
computing. It's fine.
It's fine. So you do see some wagons. I'll just save you the trouble. It'll cost Dragon and 5 shard. Not the best quality, but you get there. As you get to the City of the Dead, there is some added protection. There are more guards in the area that were there before, more City Watch. There's 2 City Watch at each of the gates that are there to entrance to get there. And Sir Ambrose is still walking around
Ruh-roh.
the area as well.
I hate that guy.
So your map does point you to the mausoleum. You have a rough idea of where it is, especially since you've been through the City of the Dead before Oz, and you're familiar with the Raven Queen Temple as well. If you were planning on going inside, you guys would have to do a stealth check or find a way to possibly like get over the wall or find like any type of method to get through.
Justin's gone.
No worries. We'll keep on going until he comes back. We'll hopefully he can
He said his
reconnect
internet's
it.
being weird, so he should be back soon, hopefully.
Okay. No worries.
Okay.
No worries.
Well, I was gonna ask if Simena wanted to cast Pass Without Trace, but
Yeah.
Um.
I would say in the meantime we should like get out, but like act like we're not walking towards the City of the Dead to not get attention towards ourselves.
right.
Kind of walk in the opposite direction until we can like get in an alley or somewhere away from them so we can come up with a plan.
I mean, we could walk like parallel to the wall because it's a big wall, with lots of gates, and there's many opportunities to duck in between buildings.
Okay.
Sorry, I have the interactive map opened up.
No worries.
So, well, in that case, I guess I'm just gonna send a paper bird to Rowan and be like, "Hey, are you busy? Because we have found ourselves in a weird situation and need to get to the shrine inside."
Do you let him know that you're there now?
Yes.
Okay. Making sure. Okay. So you send the paper bird, and then you get one. Hi, welcome back. You get one right back, and he said, "Okay, I'll meet you out." And it says there's been an emergency that happened, and we're trying to figure out what happened.
Oh.
I'll explain later. As the bird crumbles up, about its pass, you see Rowan Feather, the bard, in your group.
The Rakokra.
Yeah, Evercra. Let me bring him up here as well. I'm just going to bring up just for I'll bring up that cemetery map again.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's good ambiance as well. I like that. We'll do that. Okay. Just bring him up here. Rowan Darkfeather. Okay. Cool. There you go. You see him come out. Normally he's pretty calm. when you've seen him before, but he looks a bit worried and panicked, and he goes, "Oh, Oz, you're outside of the cemetery." And I goes, Oz, hi, it's very good to see you. Have you heard what happened?
I have not. What's going on?
Nanette is missing.
What?
She, it's only been a few days, but she normally lives here, and we don't know what happened to her. Click has no idea. Everyone else has been looking around. We don't know. So we don't know if she was with you or not.
She's not with me.
Damn.
I might
Oh.
have an idea where
Okay.
she might be, though.
Okay. Why don't we get inside? Your friend's coming too, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. Quick. The spell only works for so long. So he casts the dimension door, then huge portal of black feathers pop out, as well as you go right inside, and you are right in the Raven Queen Temple,
Awesome.
right at the top, near where like the bedroom is and the entryway is. And he says, "Okay, well we can go downstairs. There's more room." He escorts you guys to the basement, essentially, of the Raven Queen Temple, and there's the very familiar blood pit that is all there. And you see Click among other people as well. And Click looks at you and says, "Hi, Oz.
Hi, Click.
Hi, Oz's
Click.
friends.
Hi.
We've had quite a situation happen.
Oh no.
Really crazy.
Is there a reason why you didn't reach out?
It happened so fast, I thought maybe she's with you.
Fair enough.
Perhaps. But I like to give her space sometimes because she can get really angry at unique times.
That's true.
I'll bring a Click for you guys.
Such a
Bye.
creeper.
But hopefully she can handle herself. She's a very strong woman.
That she is.
Yeah. Why are you here? It's a great
Ah.
surprise.
Well, I was hoping to visit the pool, and also we are searching for something that we've been told is in another mausoleum. Do you guys remember the
Oh.
name?
Of the mausoleum or the crypt.
Yeah.
The Garloth.
No.
It wasn't Garloth.
What was it?
Garland? No,
She
not
didn't.
Garland.
She didn't give the proper name of the mausoleum, but it's her Garloth family crypt, and she
Wow.
circled where it would be in the cemetery.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I'll click that.
do you mention what you're looking for?
No.
Alright. And he goes, "Oh, are you robbing some graves?
Maybe. Would you be opposed to it?
I don't like to get involved in those."
No, we're not robbing a grave. Somebody stashed something there that we need to retrieve.
Oh, what is it?
I'll pull Click aside,
Oh,
away from the rest of the people.
you're so forceful, even with that very skinny appearance, Oscar.
We're waiting outside, right? Like, we're not in.
I assumed you guys would have come with
We
us.
came in
They escorted you,
Yeah.
unless if you wanted to stay at top of the stairs.
with
It's up to you.
Gabriel or whatever his name is.
Rowan.
Just making sure,
Rowan?
because I missed
Close.
stuff, so sure, why not?
Okay, so because you weren't here to cast Pass Without a Trace, I reached out to Rowan, the Aarakocra Bard, who is part of the Raven Queen cult.
I would have
and-
done it anyway, just for the future. If I ever cut out, you need me to cast it, I will.
Yeah, it's fine. This is fun too. So Rowan came and retrieved us. Nanette's missing, and he brought us all down to the sanctuary because it's a bigger area than up.
So we made it here without being seen by gazers or anything.
I think so.
Yeah.
Do you need me to roll, Dan? Are you sure?
No,
Okay.
I'm sure.
Okay.
The one you took care of, the tavern, was good for now. We'll see. Keep in mind, Mikhail, Zymina, and Craig, this is your first time down here.
Oh yeah.
It is really creepy.
Yeah.
You smell the iron from the blood pit as it just invades your nostrils, and you try to hide it and you can't get away from it. And you look at
the blood pit or just smell it?
You smell it.
It's behind some doors.
Mm-hmm. But it definitely seeps underneath the doors with its stench. And you see the beautiful stained glass art of the Raven Queen. You see the followers of the Raven Queen in their hoods as well. It definitely adds a lot to what you thought of Oz before. But yeah, Click is you grab Click, and what do you say, Click, again?
Don't share this with anybody else, but we
Okay.
think we have reason to believe that it's the Stone of Galore.
Oh, that's the stone Nanette told me about.
What did Nanette say about it?
It's a stone and you're looking for it?
That is very astute and very succinct. I like it. Yes, that is true.
Why do you need it?
People are after us, thinking we already have it, and we're just trying to cover all our bases and make sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
I'm really curious who's after you. But you don't have to tell me, because that would be prying.
Pretty much everybody, I think. Which is why I think maybe Xanathar has snatched Nanette.
Xanathar. He did that.
I don't know for sure, but I have a suspicion.
Interesting.
You're whispering this to him, so we're not actually listening
Yes.
to you, right?
Yes. No, I'm being very quiet.
Don't make that mistake around Zymina. She might listen in.
He nods, and he's still smiling. He really can't tell with this dude. He's really fucked up in that. He's looking around and he's just, I wonder how he knew. Did you bring anyone near here? Or send her somewhere? Where she would get captured?
The only place I asked her to go was to retrieve this person. After
Oh.
after that,
You...
I hadn't seen either of you.
Okay. The field ward. A lot of dangerous stuff happens in the field ward. More than the regular stuff. I've spoken with a lot of bodies. A lot of bodies. And they tell me crazy things.
Like what?
Oh, there's this one elf. His limbs got pulled all 4 directions by horses. Because he looked at someone the wrong way.
That's a bit medieval, don't you think?
Who am I to judge how people die? They just die. Not my
That's
job
fair.
either. Well, is there anything I can do to be of service to you or your friends?
Do you happen to know where this mausoleum is?
Mausoleum.
The
You
car
explain.
lock? Yeah.
Sure. So he gives you a rough idea. He's like, "Yeah, I've heard of that before," and points to on the map. It's like in the southeast part of the City of the Dead, and it is circled on the map, and it does match to where Grinda circled before.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think I'm gonna talk with my family, briefly, and
Oh,
I would like to go into the pool before we leave.
well, you are always welcome in the pool of blood, Oz.
All right.
You're one of us.
Has anybody else ever gone into the pool by curiosity?
I have, but I hadn't seen anything.
Hmm. Okay.
And I'm sure others have without permission. And they became part of the blood.
Noted.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, Click.
My pleasure.
And then Oz will go and confer with the others.
Mhm. Sure.
All right. Click confirmed where the mausoleum is. I would like to go into the pool before we leave, just in case we don't get to come back. And
I can't wait to see that.
have a sneaking suspicion that perhaps Xanathar has snatched Nanette.
Oh no!
And maybe that's what the Raven Queen was meaning with the woods she shared with me last night.
Captured!
Maybe. It's
She's
really
captured.
hard to say. But if anything, we'll just have to keep a lookout for clues to see if that's the case or if Nanette is just lying low for whatever reason. I think it's only been a day since you've seen her? 2 days, question mark?
I think about maybe 2 days, 2 or 3.
Two.
Yeah. Because the last time was the battle with Jacob's dad. And
Yeah.
Durgar. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, we can look for clues as we explore the area too. This is one of the places she has to come in and out of pretty frequently. So maybe on our way to the crypt, we can investigate and see what we find. Maybe
Yeah,
footsteps leading somewhere. Because she didn't share anything with you, right?
No, but she practically lives here because she's always watching over the shrine. Someone always has to be here.
Hmm.
What
Oh,
a
also,
lovely, creepy home she has.
yeah. And then Zamina like looks at Miki and then looks around and kind of like does like a wide gesture with her hand. And then she goes, "You know, you are right. I did minimalize your experience."
Yeah, Oz, you really did not give this place justice. Like,
No.
I have my feathers are standing up because I'm so creeped out, but it's also kind of cool, but also really gross.
You worship Baal. How is that any better than this?
Well, at least my god speaks to me in full sentences.
Wow, you took that so good, so instantly.
Oz is just gonna turn around and go towards the blood pool.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
All right. Before you go to the blood pool, did anyone of the three of you wanted to talk to anyone or do anything in the area?
I mean, not really. This is Oz's turf. I'm not that interested.
Well, make sure. All right.
I feel like Zamina isn't that interested. Yeah, like the facet of death is interesting, but she's kind of like, let Oz deal with it.
I'd say it's like give and take, yeah, with that. Mhm.
At least for my character, I feel like I'm not
Yeah.
like as invested outside of Oz. So
Mhm.
unless
Yeah.
they start a conversation, I will not.
Go ahead, Kimarie.
I'm sorry, Justin.
No, I'm
Every time
sorry.
you
I
pause,
keep
I'm
going.
like, oh, he's done, and I'm like, oh no, he's not done. Oh, my bad.
Nope. Go ahead.
My bad. It could be before or after Oz dips, but I would like to,
Dips.
yeah, dips in the pool, dunks. What do you baptize? What do you want me to say? Like, I would like to just look up and be like, Raven Queen, don't strike me down, but then I just want to put a finger into the blood of the pool of the blood.
Okay. So,
Just to see what happens, if anything.
sure. You put your finger in the blood. It's very, very cold. Almost freezing for you.
Gross.
It is disgusting. It smells. You don't know how anyone would really enjoy this. But you look at like the texture, you kind of like it's curious to you because you look at it, it is blood. It is literally blood. But you're just like, man, they must have been. How many bodies did it take to make this pit? It looks interesting, but at the same time, you're just like, I don't know if this is how I want to worship my god. But so at the same time, you're like, intriguing a little bit.
Kind of fun.
Mhm.
It's kind of fun. I don't get a vision.
You don't get a vision.
Oh, that's
You do
too
not.
bad.
That's what you wanted? You want to compete so badly with Oz? I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna have a vision. I'm not gonna tell you about it.
Yep, exactly. I'll just like wipe my finger off on not himself, but like a cloth or something. Be like, have fun in there. It's freezing and super gross. Bye, have fun.
You
I'm
hear a
just gonna
voice.
flick a little bit of blood at her.
Hey,
As you turn around, you see Click right in front of you and says, "Oh, hi, Birdie.
hi, Clicky.
Are you looking at the blood? Do you like it?"
Don't
Like is a interesting word, isn't it?
Are you looking to learn more about the Raven Queen?
No, I just wanted to see if I could get a vision like Oz. I dipped in the blood, but I'm guessing it's a full submersive thing, so that's not really my speed. You know, feathers and blood it's not a good look.
You never know unless you try.
Yeah, I prefer. You know, I don't want to make my guy angry. So.
Who do you worship?
Oh yeah, the Demon Lord Ball. Have you heard of him?
I have.
Yeah, he talks to me. It's pretty cool.
Aren't we nearby the door? So, like, are we hearing you talk? Like, are the doors? Do they automatically close?
Though. You know.
No, I know, but I just like want to know if I'm.
They don't automatically close.
Okay.
They're pretty heavy doors, but you can easily prop them open if you want to.
I just listening and wondering if I'm hearing this entire exchange because I'm like, we're right outside the door. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. You hear it. I'll say you hear it. So a Click is like, Ball and the Raven Queen working together.
Do you think that? Because I think that too. Or do you know that?
Not to brag, but I know a lot of things. But
That's
not
cool.
everything. Well, maybe that's why you and Oz work so well together, because maybe you have similar goals. Or beliefs.
Yeah, Ball kind of did say something along those lines that, you know, we're all connected somehow. But
Maybe.
is the Raven Queen in hell?
No.
See, I don't get that. That's what I don't get. Don't understand. And is she on, like, the same level as Ball? Or is, like, Ball higher or lower than her?
Click glides to you. And gets really close to your face and is smiling even more.
Feathers start ruffling.
And says, the Raven Queen is above everyone else.
Aww. I guess my god's still fine. Okay, fine. But that's cool. That's good to know. I had no idea. So, that's great.
You know, hearing the conversation, seeing like the brief glimpse of like the pool of blood, like Zymina's starting to feel incredibly, like, not uncomfortable, but like very angsty.
Yeah.
And then with like Click saying that, she almost makes like a sign of disgust because it's like the blood is definitely an overindulgence. Like that is so much.
Yeah.
Like Click saying that his goddess is better and above every single one else is like, oh well, now you're overindulging in religion. She's just kind of like, this faction is just a consumption based one, and she just kind of turns her back to the pool, and like avoids, like, she'll actually walk away from the doors so she doesn't even have to look inside of it because she's pretty disgusted and angry about it.
I would say so. And it kind of you kind of wonder about Click a little bit more. You're getting to know him a little bit more and what his values are, and just what all of this really is. I think it's definitely making you think about it. Click doesn't say anything else to you, Mikhail, unless there's anything else. And Craig, you didn't want to do anything? Is there anything in particular?
No, I'm just kind of following the rest of the group's lead.
Hanging out? Okay, just want to make sure in case you wanted to do anything. Alright, Oz, time has come. You wanted to jump into the pit?
Yes.
Hey.
Cool.
Do any of you watch this?
Oh, yeah, I'm
Not
definitely
me,
watching.
no.
Can you make a perception check for me, please, Mikhail?
It didn't even roll. I literally like cast it out of my hand and it just stuck.
Okay.
Just stuck down because it was a 1. So I see jack shit.
I
I'm really
think that
upset.
means that you're not meant to see this.
I know.
Yeah, so
I'm really sad. I wanted to see it.
you
Well, doesn't mean Craig isn't watching. I know Zamina isn't.
Yeah, I will watch.
Okay, if you wanted to see a perception check as you watch Oz get to it, roll perception, please. At disadvantage.
Three.
Yeah. You're just like, okay, that's something. As you now, Oz, remember your first time going in, you were very hesitant. Now it is almost just walking through a door at this point. You just submerge yourself deep in the pool. As you do so, familiar, like, is it viscosity? I'm trying to remember the right word. Just like the texture around you is very familiar. You're able to breathe in it, swim through it. You see the very familiar intellect devour, the sturge, almost like old friends, which is really weird because they were very disgusting when you killed them at first. Now they're like, okay. And then you also see Azana off at a corner. It looks like she's reading a book, just in a chair, and she's rocking back and forth. You also see 2 figures. You see Marvin and Jacob look like playing some sort of ante, 3-dragon ante or something like that. They're on a table and they're actually talking. And you see them there.
Gonna go check in before going to talk to the girl, if possible.
All right, so who are you talking to?
Jacob and Marvin.
Jacob and Marvin. All right. All right. I'll bring up Jacob because a lot of people know who Marvin looks like with the Durgar. So you get there, and Marvin looks at you, very shocked, and like double takes and sees you. And then Jacob goes, "Oh, don't worry, pops. You'll get used to it. What's up? I'm not in your body anymore."
It's
Did you
pretty
miss
nice,
me?
right? Not
I mean,
really.
kind of. I mean, it was kind of humorous to see your life kind of crumble in front of my eyes, but I mean, hey, you killed my dad too. Great. Whole family's together. You're a family killer. It was cool when I was watching just everything unfold and he like noticed you and Marvin's like, Jacob, stop. I'm like, no. We have a relationship. We're good. So as I saw my dad come to you and thought it was me, and then you lie horribly to him and then just kill him in the cemetery. Ooh, crazy. But, I don't know. It's nice to spend more time with him, I guess, just considering he can't be brought back to life now. But I kind of filled him in on how you killed me for no reason, though. Yeah. But yeah,
I don't
enough
know
about
why
me.
I came over here because talking to you is never a good experience.
Is it because I'm being honest?
It's because you're always an asshole.
Oh, Oz. Listen, one thing I've learned about being a spirit now is that people do hold grudges. There is unrest with spirits. I didn't think it was possible. I thought it was a bunch of horseshit, but it's true. I was so angry when you killed me. That's why I lied about my parents. Because I wanted you to feel guilty of what you did to me.
I didn't need your help for that.
I didn't sense any guilt from you when you took my life away. So when I made that lie about my sick dad, and I felt your heart sink in front of my very own eyes, I felt satisfied after that. Then I really didn't care.
Oh, good
Because
for you.
It is. I mean, there's really nothing else you can do to me now. But, I mean, the whole thing is that I'm willing to let bygones be bygones, kind of even. I mean, your life is still there. I just made you feel bad. But I'm happy. I'm not restless anymore. I was. But I'm not. So maybe I'm content now. How's the new host, whoever that is?
Marvin, how are you doing?
Marvin looks up at you, and he. I'm just gonna bring up his token here. He looks up at you and says, I'm getting used to this. It's not easy, but I'm happy in a way. I get to see my son, spend the rest of my time with him. And Jacob's just like, "Aw, that's so nice." And Marvin's like, "Stop." Looks at you. I wanted that, and I got it. But I just wish you... I wish you wouldn't have taken his life when you did. That was wrong.
I made a choice, and I have to live with it. And
Yeah.
I did that choice for the protection of my own family.
You
So
said that
hopefully,
before.
to a certain degree, you can understand where I'm coming from.
I guess, but I don't think you're ever going to explain it to me, really, but I always kind of wonder, like, how it protects you, though. Were you running from someone? Were you wanted?
That's the easy way to put it.
Okay. Well, Jacob seems content. I'm content with that, too.
Fair
I
enough.
just didn't think it would happen this way.
Death comes to everybody. We don't ever know when it's going to happen.
That's for sure. So, yeah. I see you let my friend go. That was very nice of you. Appreciate that.
I'm not just an unhinged killer.
Jacob looks at you and says, "Oh, and I thought I was the liar. Oh boy, that's crazy." Well, you're not.
Oz is
unhinged,
gonna
you're just a
leave
killer.
now. Yeah, Oz is just gonna leave now and go see if they can talk with the girl.
Sure. Marvin says, "Take care." And Jacob says, "We'll talk again soon. Love you. Bye." And who are you talking to now?
The girl that Oz is inhabiting.
Sure. What do you say?
Hello? I know Jacob was able to talk to me at the same time. Are you able to too?
Make a persuasion check.
So basically, Oz is like talking to themselves, hoping that the girl will respond.
You find a place to yourself, and you're trying to converse with this person.
That's a 7. Plus persuasion.
I rolled another 7, turned into 11.
But it didn't even turn into 11. It's still a 7.
funny.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you an option here. We're going to have the role-playing aspect here. I will give you advantage only if you kind of convince me to bring her out. It seems like she's hesitant on coming on, and I think it would be great if you have an option to really have this monologue or really explain as to why you want to see her. And then you have another chance to roll. As you take a deep breath, just quiet around you. Some darkness, some peace. You feel her in your body. Thank you, Kimarie. But almost just, she's not as open as Jacob is. And not as eager to talk to you.
I know you're there. I can feel you. I'm sorry for killing you. I didn't feel that I had another choice. But it didn't seem like you were in a very good place. And I hoped that this would bring you peace. But I also want to try to give you closure if you need it. And I know that you kept repeating this name when we were conversing. And I was hoping you could give me more information about this Park that you were talking about.
Roll persuasion again.
Okay.
The DC hasn't gone up because that was very good, but I still... This is very new for her, so we'll see.
12?
Okay. That's what you needed.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, as you really have this almost inner monologue and just talking to her, you see coming out of her right side, we had slowly the tall, like the very skinny human woman with the brown curly hair, sunken eyes, looking around. What is this place? I am scared. I don't know who you are.
My name is Oz. I'm a cleric to the Raven Queen. And this is kind of a domain of the Raven Queen.
Oh. It's very quiet in here. I apologize. I am. A lot has happened, and I don't remember much.
That's alright.
I do remember my name though. I'm Helena. Helena Aston. Aersten.
Where are you from, Helena?
I kind of move around. Last time I placed residence in Waterdeep Forest. That's a few miles east of Waterdeep. I'm not a talkative type, I apologize.
That's alright. I've got someone in here that's a little too talkative, so it's a nice change of pace.
Oh, I think I saw that.
Yeah, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. You said that there was something that I did or said.
You were repeating the name of Park and said that the Dark One will rise or return or something?
As you say the name, a whole wave of realization comes across her face. Like, all this information came to her. And she seems more awake, more lively. more urgent. Yes. Excuse me. Yes. I'm sorry. Oh, I know what happened. I'm sorry. Pak is a friend that I've made in the forest. He's a minotaur.
Okay.
I was in trouble. I was caught in a trap by hunters, and he freed me. And I've kind of sorted him out ever since to thank him. I didn't get a chance to see him too much, but I saw him a couple times, and he's very pleasant, one of few words. He doesn't really interact with a lot of people like me because I assume they hunt him of some kind of that nature. There was time. Sorry, it's fresh. The forest was attacked by this tall, purple-like figure with tentacles coming out of his mouth.
Oh.
The
So the mind flayer?
Nicolor.
I think that's what it's called. And he brought with him a very short man. Very stout. Maybe a gnome, a dwarf, I don't know. Apparently he had an infatuation with minotaurs. And a couple other brain things came on by. Thugs were there. He was tied up. Pak didn't stand a chance. He tried fighting the thugs. He killed some. The purple creature blasted him, stunned him. The short creature tied him up. And I was fighting. I was pleading not to take him. And then that's when the purple creature looked into my eyes. And that's all I remember after that. And I'm here.
You don't remember how you made it to the city?
It's interesting. It seems like a dream almost. Like just one little sliver of a dream and you think it's really nothing. There was one thing I did see. When I was in this dream, probably. There was darkness, there was some sort of being. I saw a silhouette in the moon. Something was flying. Long wingspan. But I know looking at this creature, whatever it is, it was followed by other smaller wing-like creatures. And the darkness, I just felt, I couldn't explain, it was just dark energy overshadowing the ward. But other than that, I just know there was violence around me. I was just a zombie walking around. A nobody. Until you came and did whatever you did to me. But I don't know what happened to Pak, or the purple creature, or anyone else, or the flying thing in the sky. I have no idea. It's just an unfortunate way to go, but I hope in this new life, or afterlife, whatever it is, I can move on. I know that sounds crazy, and probably don't believe me.
Oh,
But
that's
I'm being
not the
honest.
craziest thing I've heard. You might be surprised to hear.
Well, I've been seeing what you've been going through. There's a lot happening there. Xanathar, floating green things. Hearing a lot
Purple
of
creature, it kind of sounds like Xanathar's lieutenant, Nihilor, is a mind flayer. So what comes to mind?
Maybe. I'm not familiar with. I mean, I'm just observing what through your eyes, but I don't know much about them.
Yeah. That's alright.
They sound bad, though.
They certainly do.
I don't
Right.
remember, yeah. I don't remember him being killed, Umpak getting killed or anything. I just know that everything is just blank.
Maybe I can get some answers for you,
Okay.
but I'll try to release you soon.
I am no
Unfortunately,
rush.
that means that I need to kill somebody else. So,
Yeah. Well, you're the closest thing to a friend I have right now. So if that's a consolation,
it is.
no rush.
Thank you.
And she goes back inside the body.
Yeah, and I'll leave the blood pool.
Leave the blood pool. You are soaking, covered in blood. You see Oz come out and almost just straight Carrie out of a horror movie. Just the blood is everywhere. Falling. And then you see Click walk up and prestidigitation. All clean.
Oh,
And he like walks to the side.
thank you, Click.
My pleasure.
I'm not really sure what I would do if he weren't here to do that.
Yeah, that would have been really gross if you didn't have him. That was creepy.
You have no room to talk with that creepy little plague mask you carry around, so...
I love this thing. It calms me.
Click tilts his head a little bit after hearing that.
Hey, Click, you got something to say about my plague mask?
I just think it's interesting. That's all.
Interesting how, Click?
I don't see any plagues in Waterdeep. Not yet.
Yeah, I'm...
Yes.
Yep, that's interesting. You're correct. That is interesting.
Just an observation. Everyone has hobbies and things that they do. I'm no one to judge. But I hope it brings you a lot of joy.
Anyway, so we should get going to the crypt. Mhm.
Right, yeah. I think
Sooner
I'm
the
ready.
better. And she'll head out right away.
Yeah,
Immediately.
You do.
She has no business wanting to be here anymore.
Yeah, you kind of pass Rowan and he goes, okay, bye.
Thank you, Rowan, very much.
Yeah, no worries. Sure thing.
Keep in touch about Nanette, and
Yeah.
I will do likewise if we find any information.
Yeah, let's exchange paper birds. I'll keep you updated if I find anything. I'll talk to Click in the group too.
Thank you.
So, yeah, thank you. It was a pleasure. And he like puts his like wing or talon on your shoulder. Just be careful.
I also like mimic the movement on his other shoulder.
He's really strong too. He's like really grasping his shoulder. Like, and he says, just really be careful.
You too.
Thank you. All right. If you need to leave, just let me know and I can get you out of there.
Thank you.
Sure thing. All right. So you guys are going to the crypt that's on the map, right?
Yes.
Okay. There is Sir Ambrose walking around. And City Watch is in the area too. I will say he is pretty far away from you guys, so you don't need to stealth anything yet, but that's just something to keep in mind. For anything in the future. So you get to the mausoleum. If I could bring it up here on my side. Perfect. There you guys are. So, just a fun fact about the mausoleum for you. So, the mausoleum is very, very gray, very dusty. It looks like it is light outside, but it is night. Some mist kind of covers the bottom of it as well. So the rooms of the mausoleum have 8-foot high ceilings with 6-foot high passages and doorways connecting them. When you get to mausoleum, the doors are already open.
This is a crazy thought, but Miki, could you send a rat in there to talk with Petunia? Is that what her name was?
Yep.
Right.
I mean, I can't really talk to my rats.
You see,
Yeah.
like, Bruno and Stella just...
They look like they want to talk to the rat.
They're just looking at you as you're looking at them.
It's okay, guys. It's okay. Oh,
Alright,
shoot. I
well-
had something, but I forgot.
In that case, Oz is gonna drink that
Oh,
noxious
Zanina, you
looking
could just turn
potion.
into a spider and go in there.
We could also just go in together holding hands. And she, like, crouches down to, like,
Red
investigate to see
Rover,
if
Red
how...
Rover.
Like, if this door was just always open, or if there were, like, any footprints that were maybe coming and going recently. Anything that would give her a sign of, like, maybe if there's still people in there or not.
Sure. Roll an investigation check for me, please.
Seven.
7. That looks kind of normal. It's kind of hard to tell, you know, if it's the wear and tear from the door or if it's dark outside, but you really can get a good look into it.
Can Oz take a look?
Yeah, if you want, go for a roll investigation.
Oh god. That was a 4, and this dice is also going in the dice jail.
Ow, stop it.
Yeah, same thing. You're both looking and just like, yeah, I don't know why it's open, but it's open.
You know, at this point,
I'm sure it's fine.
we're either gonna get ambushed or there's no one there. And, like, she's trying to get some of her frustration out from the whole situation in the Raven Queen's area, or temple, mausoleum, excuse me. And she just kind of cups her hands around her mouth and just shouts into the mausoleum, "If there's anyone in there ready to kill us, please let us know." Like, sarcastically.
Oz
You don't
looks
hear-
around for
Nice.
Sir Ambrose.
Sure. Make a perception check.
That was an 8, and I'm done rolling for the rest of the night.
You only got 15 more minutes, you're fine.
From what you saw, like, you don't see him in, like, your general area, but it's kind of hard again because it's night. And, like, there's
Okay.
drift globes kind of, like, acting like lanterns on the main walkways, but you really don't see him.
Just to save time, I'm just going to cast Pass Without a Trace and begin walking in. Whether anyone else follows me in is up to them. But
Yeah,
I kind of want to
follow.
speed this up, so
Yeah.
she's just like, let's just go see what's going on, let's get it over with. And I will be trying to stealth in and be observant of anything, anyone, specifically traps, just in case, but figure there probably wouldn't be any just because it's already been broken into.
Speaking
So-
of traps, Oz pulls out their wand.
Oh, there you go.
So that detects any, like, traps within 30-foot radius or any secret doors.
Yeah.
Are you using it right where you are right now?
Not just yet. It's just they're
Okay.
just kind of prepping the wand and Miki's potion for like when shit pops off.
Sure. As you do walk inside the mausoleum, though, it is pretty nice. You see, just some crypts, just hanging around, literally, just at each of the corners. It is very dusty, very dirty, covered in cobwebs. Standard crypt mausoleum area. There are some stairs leading down that are right in front of you.
Let's go down the stairs.
everyone going downstairs?
Yep, like
Yeah,
I said,
so-
I am attempting to stealth, so I'll roll
Yes.
for that.
Anyone else want to
Sure.
roll stealth? Can roll stealth.
I
Okay,
guess.
9. So plus 3. Unless I'm proficient, I don't know. 12, so 22 plus 10.
I rolled a 3 plus 10 plus 2, 15.
What is it about stealth rolls? That was a natural 18.
And it's good. How about you, Craig?
I rolled 4.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well, plus your deck.
That's 14.
Yeah. No worries.
Plus
A minimum.
deck.
So as you guys go down the stairs, it is getting increasingly cold as well, increasingly dusty, very
Nice.
kind of hard. Yeah, you really like it. It's a little stuffy, kind of hard to breathe at times. You have to pass through some cobwebs as well. You do see more crypts to the right and the left of yours, as well. Yeah, actually, looking here, you just see empty sconces that adorn the walls. Cobwebs and dust indicate that no one has tended to this place in a long time. There's stone coffins and alcoves that contain dust and bones hanging out as well.
I just wants to peek around the corner.
Sure. So you peek around the corner. There you go.
More
I'm pretty
nothing.
confident in my stealth, so I'm walking.
Yep. So you kind of see the same thing as well. You do. I would say. Wait,
Can I
go
use
ahead.
the wand?
Sure.
Because
You
is
use wand.
it just traps?
Traps and secret doors.
And secret doors. Yes. Then yes, absolutely. I want to use the wand.
Sure.
Because it looks like there's nothing. Right?
You don't see any type of. The wand is not reacting to where you are after you use it. You don't sense any secret doors or traps.
Boo.
Fine.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping an ear out for any sounds that might happen. So as we're progressing forward,
Sure. You see that there are. You do look at the. You do find the crypt for Grinda Garlot's crypt, which is right here.
okay.
It is empty. The crypt is left open.
Shit.
Oh well. I guess someone did beat us here after all.
I mean,
And
with
what-
your. I'm sorry, I just want to interrupt. With your passive perception, you do see something at the foot of the crypt.
Oh, and pray tell, what do I see, sir?
I will pray tell you all day long.
No.
So, it, so,
I
you,
love you.
so you do find what looks like to be a shiny steel key that's lying in the dust on the floor.
I mean, I'll pick it up and look at it and show the rest of the party.
Great.
You do see what seems to be like a logo on it. If you want to make a history check, if you're successful, you may know what that logo is referring to.
I mean, I sure can, but if someone else
Mhm.
somehow has a more in-depth interest in keys or intelligence, you can always roll. But she'll show everyone who's around. So yeah.
I would like to
Sure.
roll for it.
Go for it.
And I'll assist you by
history?
trying to pull up anyone I could think of that could potentially involve in steelworks or metalworks.
It looks like an E that's a U that's connected, and then there's a lock, like one of those keyholes in the middle, the middle part of the E,
I rolled,
like it's a door. Oh, that's okay.
I rolled an 11 plus 4,
All right,
so
Nice.
15.
perfect. Sure. You've heard of this before, especially with your lock picking skills, and infatuation with keys and locked doors. So this belongs to. What do you think? Maybe the Metal House of Wonders.
Metal or mental?
Metal, Metal, Metal House of Wonders.
Okay.
It's the Guild Hall of. Just bear with me here. The Guild Hall of the Splendid Order of Armorers, Locksmiths, and Finesmiths in the Dock Ward.
More Dockward stuff. How interesting.
There is those initials belong to a dwarf locksmith in the Trades Ward named Alaspra Olmar. It's ELA, S is in Sam, PRA. Then Olmar's ULMARR. I will say, I'm just going to give it to you because you rolled pretty high. Alaspra used to work for the Metal House of Wonders, but now she has her own shop in the Trades Ward.
Hmm.
And she's a locksmith.
Recognized it, Miki?
Yeah, I would share all of that information with the group and be like, I guess we're going back to the dock ward.
Well, at least everything.
Wait, hang on. Did you say she was in the Trades Ward now? She has her own shop?
She has her own shop in the Trades Ward. That is
Oh,
correct.
trades ward. My bad. I definitely said trades ward instead of that.
Okay.
Yep, I did.
Yep. Anyone else want to do anything here? You don't see anything else. Oh,
No, I
You
think
don't
if there's
see
really
any,
nothing of
footprints or
interest.
anything?
Sorry.
You don't see any footprints or like
Make an investigation.
other than the disturbance of the crypt. Okay.
Make an
Sounds-
investigation. Yeah.
Thanks. Okay.
Yeah. No worries.
That's an 8.
So, from what you gather, okay, actually, what you gather, you do see 2 sets of footprints walking around. It looks like they were leading towards the crypt and then going out as well. So you get probably, again, it was 2 sets of footprints from what you discerned. And the dust trails kind of like left that in there. So you did manage to find that. It looks like whomever came down here went to see the crypt, possibly take what's ever inside and leave. I don't know.
Can I tell how long ago those footprints were made?
With that investigation check, probably it's pretty fresh, maybe like a day or so.
Okay, I'd let everybody know that too.
Seems pretty recent enough that you're able to see those footprints.
You can just go and investigate the locksmith and ask him who made this key. That'll maybe give us some information if they're very forthcoming anyway. But for now, I say let's get out of this stuffy mausoleum.
Yeah, I guess we should get out of here.
All right. So you make your way back out of the mausoleum. A little disappointed, probably, because you're like, "What is this one?"
Yeah.
You get to
Finally
the
gonna
front-
get the Stone of Galore. Finally. It's only been like 500 episodes since the explosion outside of our house.
Only 35 since we started. You do get up front. And I would say Oz is pretty familiar maybe with this too. But you see 4 Durgar
Oh, man.
front.
Now, do they notice us with our stealthing?
Roll your cell check.
Mm,
Yes. 14, so
23.
27.
Because I have 0 dexterity.
You like
rolled-
that.
I rolled
I
9.
will.
I rolled a 15,
Plus
Okay,
10.
20, 27.
Wait, okay. So as you guys leave,
Can
Yeah,
you
go ahead.
pull us to the other map?
Oh, did not go. I'm sorry. I will move you.
Thank
There you
you.
go. Thank you. Whoops. Thanks.
Yay!
I'm trying. So, what you do see, you see 4 Durgar there, and also your lovely, lovely neighborhood gazer. That's hovering over there as well in the area. On this.
So when I said if we were followed, you said no. You didn't.
You weren't at that moment. You weren't.
Okay, just say.
There's a reason. There's a reason. Believe me. You were on it. You were on it, but there's a reason.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I know you are. So, Ons.
Mm-hmm.
One of those Durgar looks very familiar to you. As if it was, as you flash back, as the one that you let go alive.
Well, that's rude.
Damn, not the mercy. Coming back to bite you in the butt.
Yep.
They don't see you.
I mean, we could try to pass without a trace.
Well, you have. You successfully.
Yeah.
They don't notice you. You are
So-
pretty hidden, especially with the cloak, and like they're looking around and keeping an eye out.
We could
But
try.
now you kind of wonder now. Up here, pushing. Here's putting everything together. Shit.
Oh,
It's
Make that a
embarrassing.
Ending the episode like we began the episode.
Exactly. It's been a long day. Yeah. So it's up to you how you guys want to handle it. But now you kind of wonder, and Nanette's missing. You notice this guy's there. It's happening. So.
Well, we either try to stealth past them. I mean, we're walking out into plain sight, even if at night. But
The
Try
night
to
is
distract him?
helping you.
yeah, or we just
We could
You
try
attack them.
sneaking over this way. And then, if you guys are cool with that, then Oz is going to cast Detect Thoughts on that Duergar.
Okay.
While being over here, since they don't see us. Are you guys, would you guys be cool with trying to sneak out that way, opposite the gazer?
I mean, if we're able to, I don't know how. Like, we have to go out this way initially, and move
Right.
past them. So how?
Yeah, I figured we would
How we do
go,
that, I don't know.
like this way.
Because we're not
No.
invisible. We just have a higher stealth check.
Right.
Oh yeah, because you did detect thoughts before you went to bed on the gazer the night before, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. I'm looking to see if they notice if you cast a spell on them. Doesn't tell me that.
The target does know that Detect Thoughts is being cast on him.
Yeah, but it doesn't see like where. So,
Right.
okay, surface thoughts. You hear.
Well, do we make it past the Duergar?
You do
you
make
know?
it past the Durgar because the stealth checks with Zamina's pass without trace was successful.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys were good on that. I'm looking here to see. Creature has intelligence. Okay, so it's more than 3. Oh yeah, so you initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature. So the surface thoughts you hear is, I really don't want to be here at night again. Hopefully we can just kill him and get the stone, and Xanathar will be happy. Oh, I'm really hungry too. That's what you hear.
Okay.
Do you pry further?
Yes.
Okay. It has to make a saving throw, right? I'm looking at the spell right here. It doesn't really tell me. Oh, wisdom
So-
saving throw. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it failed. So, I will need everyone to be muted or deafened except for Oz, please.
Okay. Yeah.
No!
And
No! I want to
Yes.
hear it. I'm nosy.
I know you are.
Okay. Okay, let me bye.
I love you. Bye. Okay, and I want to make sure And Dennis, I don't know if you want to take your headset off. That's completely fine. Yeah. Okay. No worries, because I know we need to have the sound. Okay. So, Oz. Okay. When you pry into his mind, you sense. I'm gonna bring up his stuff here. Yeah. Okay. So, what you get is that see him being a part of Xanathar's guild. You see him kneeling with the other Durgar. His name is Gorath. It's Gorath. Xanathar says his name. Gorath. Welcome. They all get knighted. Nothing really too crazy until they get to where you were with Marvin and his Durgar friends. Before that, Marvin goes to Gorath and says, listen, I need your help. I need protection. Listen, I know we go way back. Like, if you can just please just help me find my son. There's a lead, but I don't trust them. It's really sketchy, and it's in the City of the Dead. And Gorath says, I'll be there. She said, thank you. Go to the scene. Back where you let him leave the combat. And then you part ways with Click and Annette. Okay? He's hiding in the cemetery. And goes back. And says, and looks back to his group. And kind of sneaks into the Raven Queen Temple. He is stopped by Click. And looks at him. Click says, what are you doing here? You don't belong here. And the guy looks scared, and Click is like, maybe you can be useful. Who do you work for? He explains he works for Xanathar. Click says to him, I need someone that needs to be taken care of. And that's what we're going to roll out of today's episode. We're good. Okay. Put your headphones back on. Okay.
Are we good?
You're good.
Oh my god, I didn't hear. That was just my reaction.
I know.
Cal's reaction, because
Yeah.
I was like, oh no!
Yep.
So,
yeah, we're gonna leave it on that. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you like what you saw, please let us know how you feel. I know Cal's a lot to think about. But anyways, hope you all have a lovely time. And this is Roll or
Roleplay.
Bye, guys.
see ya.
Bye.
Oh my god! Bye!